the United States are working now
True.
and are working together is something that both sides of the table are bringing their best foot forward. And both sides of the table are saying, we want this to work and we're willing to do it. And I don't think it's something that both got dragged.
Another topic we wanted to bring to you today was Indian stories being told in America.
Manik Sarkar is an Indian-American filmmaker who has developed a line of animated stories based on the Panchatantra tales.
You remember reading these Panchatantra stories. You come back from India, you get all the comic books.
Exactly. The comic books are the best part.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're just stories that are harmless and fun, but have morals. Much like, the fables. And they're going to be shown on PBS stations in the Colorado area in time for the holiday season, which I think is a really cool way.
I think usually Bollywood has not stolen, but they've taken, hundreds of American films
movies
and made them just taking the plot and put it into Indian.
Right.
And now we're starting to see maybe a reversal of that.
That's happening,
yeah,
right.
And so Panchatantra stories coming here, and we're already starting to see it in culture and the way we dress, Indian things like that. It's just another great way that India is influencing America.
Dr. Raj Shah, who is currently an undersecretary in the Department of Agriculture, was recently nominated to be the director of USAID.
Let's take a minute to explain to our viewers what USAID is. So basically, USAID is the arm of the State Department that is the benevolent arm, and they just give money, essentially. They're like a bank, and they just give money to all foreign countries.
Right.
And so it's a huge, huge part of the State Department, billions of dollars in budget, and now it's being taken over by probably, once he's confirmed.
Hopefully, right. Dr. Raj Shah.
Right.
Well, I mean, I think the USAID is also special in that it's not just limited to the State Department. It has to work with many different departments across the United States and internationally to make sure that they're evaluating countries, evaluating proposals, giving money for agricultural, for small businesses, for health initiatives, a large array of topics. And the director of the USAID is not just someone who, understands where needy areas are in the world, but can evaluate what proposals will actually be viable and effective.
Right.
And I think that Dr. Shah, is a great pick for
He is a good example. And his extensive experience is, I think, another reason why he was nominated. In addition, he was already confirmed by the Senate once before to be in the agricultural position, and he is in a perfect position to handle the billion-dollar budget and an enormous responsibility that comes with USAID. And we'll definitely see how he does in the future. I'm sure he'll do very well.
Hopefully.
On a lighter note, and someone that all of our audience probably recognizes, Padma Lakshmi has been a rising star in the American media. And I would just, in my cynical way, I would like to say that I think she's sort of the Paris Hilton of India that has just come here and decided to sort of dominate the American networks by wearing skimpy clothing and doing some things here and there that people get to know.
All right, faults on so many levels. A, homegirl grew up in New Jersey. She is raised in the United States of America. More importantly, she was married to Salman Rushdie, who is no intellectual lightweight. Like, if she's going to keep up with that, granted they got divorced, but she kept up with that. She can make that happen. She's also written numerous cookbooks.
That no one knows about.
And
none of our 15 to 35 viewers would know about her.
That's because they don't care about it. They're looking at beautiful Indian woman eating good food. I'm all about it. Anyone
who's watching 30 Rock or all these Jimmy Fallon.
She was hysterical on 30 Rock. She came in and was just like totally like flouncy, glamorous.
You see her on Top Chef and she's one of those people that just stands there and looks good.
Well, that's what her role is, and to be honest,
But that's not how we should have prominent Indian Americans. I just think that she needs to increase
we can't be batting, 400 on all fronts. It's just not going to happen.
That's what
that's the point of becoming an assimilated immigrant group, is that you're in a little bit of everything. You're doing Harold and Kumar. You're doing a little bit of.
That's the thing. We're starting to see these Sanjay Guptas who we're happy that he got there, and we start to see, and in contrast, Americans are seeing people like Padma Lakshmi, who's just out wearing what she's wearing and acting how she's acting. And
she had this scar. She got into a really scary accident back when she was younger, and she's got the scar, and she's done so much work to increase the awareness of scars not being something you need to hide. She doesn't consider it a blemish or a flaw. She considers it something that's a part of her
speaking of something
personality,
she has to hide,
and I think she's doing a great job of it.
True and not true. Speaking of something she needs to hide, another way of her just to increase her name in the tabloids is by having a baby and then not telling anyone who the father is.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Who does that?
She lives in a country in which she is allowed to make her own choices and be proud of her decisions.
She does that because she gets tabloid
She
coverage.
doesn't need to answer to anyone to it. No.
Okay, only recently, since she's had the baby and not told anyone, only then is Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon and all the networks are going to start jumping on her.
We can't help that the rest of the American media is salacious and money-driven. That's their business.
I mean,
but I'm going to say she's got a right to say, listen, I'm having this kid. It's about me. It's a celebration. I'm excited about it. And no, it's no one else's business about who she got impregnated by. Or
I like seeing her on TV. I do.
Exactly.
I can't argue.
So what
with
are you
that.
complaining about? Really?
Well, hopefully we'll start to see Padma Lakshmi branch out into more well-known, conservative, or at least intellectual, respected fields of TV, media, anything.
Well, that's all we have for you today. Thank you so much for joining us. I really had a great time.
I had a good time too. Please send us your comments and suggestions. Have a great weekend.